happening this week.
Oh, that's a that's a good complaint.
Yeah. Was I out to lunch? When was that? Oh Lord, that was last weekend.
All right, okay.
Um, oh yes, I know. I went to Nanaimo and I went out to lunch. Big event. Big, so big that I forgot all about it.
How long does it take to cross over to the mainland there?
20 minutes.
And is that the
Yeah.
same? Is that the same boat that serves Vancouver Island?
Uh, no, no. If you want to go from, I have to go to Nanaimo first, and then I would get another ferry to Vancouver, and that takes a couple of hours.
Oh, a couple of hours. I've forgotten it took that long.
Yeah, Vancouver is not on Vancouver Island. Very confusing.
Oh yeah, we were in Vancouver one Christmas, and we went over to Vancouver Island on Christmas Eve just to see the festivities. And the
Yeah,
amazing thing that there wasn't one decoration on the ship, there wasn't any music. We landed on Vancouver Island. There was no sign of Christmas, so we came back completely disappointed.
yeah. The ferries go every single day of the year. I don't think
Yeah,
they ever stop. So it's not really anything to them. They just do it. You know.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. How is Ireland?
Fine. We've gone into kind of a moderate spell now. The cold weather has finished, and now it's got a wet front is crossing over.
Oh, it's a bit noisy. I can't hear what you've been doing at all.
Okay. Well, it's mild. It's mild at the moment. Very mild.
All right, well, that's good. Yeah, it's mild here too now. Glad to say, and it's actually not raining. That's a nice.
That's because you sent it all over to us.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do remember now. I met my friend, and we went to a Mexican restaurant, and I had bacon and eggs wrapped up in a burrito. Would you believe?
Right.
So,
It
which was
sounds
not.
good.
It wasn't really.
Oh, wasn't it?
Yeah, but it's Mexican food is full of stuff that I'm not supposed to eat, so it's the best I could do. Just
I
eggs
don't.
again today.
Yeah. No, I don't know anything about Mexican food.
It's love. I love it. I
Do
love
you?
it. Yeah, I would love it. So where is everybody? What about Paddy? No Paddy tonight?
No, I haven't seen Paddy for a good while now. Some weeks.
He's probably busy with his Christmas shopping.
Probably.
Will you be doing anything exciting yourself?
Well, we're going up to Pomeroy for Christmas, and that'll be nice. We're with the family, and that's Mary's family. It'll be nice
Yeah.
to go up there and spend a couple of days.
How long does it take you to get there?
2 hours.
It's not too
2 hours.
bad.
Yeah, we leave here. We go up to Newry, and then go inland to Dungan,
And then to Pomeroy. Yeah.
and then on to Pomeroy. Yeah.
So if the weather's really bad, you could always stay, I suppose, if you got
Oh,
snowed in.
yeah. Well, if the weather's bad, it's going to be even worse than Pomeroy. you know, it's a little bit higher up than normal, so you could have no snow in Pomeroy. You could have snow up 3 miles up the hill where Mary's family are. So we hope for the
Yeah,
best.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully.
And yourself, are you at home?
Yeah, I'm at home, I think, and we're talking about some friends getting together. Probably on Christmas Day. I'm not sure if it'll be on Christmas Day or not. And I think
Maybe not.
I'm supposed to cook the yams somehow, and I eat sweet potatoes all the time, but cooking them, I don't know. I don't know what you would do with them. Then I have to you cook. I'm supposed to cook them and then take them to somebody's house. So I can't cook. So not very easy. Just tell
Well,
people I can't cook, and then
right.
they say it's all right. Just bring them, and we'll cook them.
Yeah, well, that's a very good idea.
Yeah. The idea is, I think, that we each cook something. Somebody's volunteered to bring a turkey, and there won't be very many of us, just about half a dozen.
Yeah, that's a good plan. If everyone chips in, it helps with the work.
Hi, Ian.
He's
We're
busy.
being
He's busy.
inspected.
Busy
Sounds
time,
like a
but
busy night. It does sound
Yeah.
like a busy night, doesn't it?
Who was very happy with their gig in the Anchor? That's great.
It's
It
a
went
shame
very
they
well.
didn't put that. I'd have liked to see that.
Yeah, well, unfortunately we couldn't join them, but she said it went very well.
What is Ian doing? Oh, it's his guitar strap. I thought he was decorating himself for Christmas. Look, it's sorted here.
Is it cold where you are now, Alison?
No, it's actually pretty mild and not raining for a change. It's great. About 35?
35, not bad.
Oh, 35 people. Oh, that's about the
They're over 60 for Suntrap.
well, that's very hot. Yeah. 35 degrees, huh?
Good evening. I see we got another couple of foreigners with us. Right. How is everybody? Are you glad it's raining and not cold, or you would rather have it cold and not raining?
Neither.
Right. Here we go. I got my hat. Do you want this microphone pointing at me, or okay where it is? All right, Di? Can you hear me, Di? I'm driving in the middle lane. Driving in the middle lane. Not too fast, not too slow. That's the way I like to go. I never use the inside lane. Never use the inside lane. You can flash, you can toot, I don't give a hoot. I'm staying in the middle lane. You may see me as a pest. You don't think I pass my test, but I do what I do best. Brain in neutral, mind at rest. 'Cause I'm driving in the middle lane. Driving in the middle lane. Not too fast, not too slow. That's the way I like to go. I never use the inside lane. Never use the inside lane. You can flash, you can toot, I don't give a hoot. I'm staying in the middle lane. Sometimes driving sometimes they get bellicose, shake their fists, get quite verbose. Me, I just stay comatose, 'cause I'm driving in the middle lane, driving in the middle lane. Not too fast, not too slow, that's the way I like to go. I never use the inside lane, never use the inside lane. You can flash, you can toot, I don't give a hoot, I'm staying in the middle lane. So if you should see ahead that middle lane honk that you dread, don't you wish that moron dead? It could be me, so join instead, and we can have a convoy. Imagine everybody driving in the middle lane. No one on the inside lane, no one on the outside lane. Everybody's in the middle lane, going back mile after mile after mile. That's my idea of heaven. Even if you get £100 fine and 3 points on your licence. I mean, I ain't got one, but it doesn't matter. And especially when I'm towing me caravan, I'm driving in the middle lane, driving in the middle lane. Not too fast, not too slow, that's the way I like to go. I never use the inside lane, never use the inside lane. You can flash, you can toot, I don't give a hoot, I'm staying in the middle lane. Hey you!
Right, he was sponsored me last week.
Yeah, there's lots of them about. Isn't there, Janet and Tony? Who's up next? Oh, Janet and Tony! Right. Big hand for Janet and Tony!
We won't detain you long. Where's he gone? Oh. Do you want to be on that side?
I don't know what side I'm.
Do you really want that down there? Yeah, it's all right. Okay. Okay, we're going to do a tune.
Tune first, then a song.
A jolly tune and then a very short song. This is called...
Parnell's March.
Right, Parnell's March.
our Christmas song in early.
Yes, I just wanted to say we have done this a long time ago, and I just thought it was a shame to leave it unloved and unlamented and unsung, so we're going to just give you a little snatch of it. I had thought we were going to sing for the old people in a week or two, and I did wonder whether they might like this.
Even older people.
Well, you know, when I think about what I've just said, I mean that, yes, quite. But anyway, see what you think. In the distance, church bells chime. Soon it will be Christmas time. On the fire there burns a Yuletide log. Choir boys are singing too, noses red and fingers blue. Sounds of children coughing in the fog. But there's one man who'll be working when we're tucked up in our beds, 'cause he has got a job to do and his clothes are always red. I'm the man that slits the turkey's throats at Christmas. I'm the man that pulls his innards inside out. I gather up the giblets, wrap 'em in cellophane, and just because it's Christmas, well, I shove 'em back in again. I secure their little ankles with elastic. Then I mop up all the slime with bits of rag, and I'm sure that it would please 'em to know before I freeze 'em, I pop 'em into a little plastic bag. Some people say I'm crazy, some say that I'm insane, but I'll have you know my methods are really quite humane. I pull 'em, draw 'em, pluck 'em. It's the best way I have found. Unless I feel vindictive, then I swap the system round. With my hand stuck up their jackses, it's not a pleasant sight, but they die with smiles upon their beaks to tell me it's all right. I'm the man that slits the turkey's throats at Christmas. I'm the man that pulls their innards inside out. I gather up the giblets, wrap 'em in cellophane, and just because it's Christmas, well, I shove 'em back in again. I secure their little ankles with elastic, and I mop up all the slime with bits of rag, and I'm sure that it would please 'em to know before I freeze 'em, I pop 'em into a little plastic bag. Happy Christmas.
Well, that's a good start to the evening, isn't it? Makes you wonder about having your prostate checked again, doesn't it?
They don't do it now.
Don't they? What do they do? Oh, don't answer that.
You don't want to know. Female doctors don't like putting their... No, anyway.
Right, big hand for John Turner.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, I haven't played this one for ages. Excuse me. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In that jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Sure Bob Dylan has this problem. Oh, sod it. Anyway, here we go. Though I know that evening's empire has returned it into sand, vanished from my hand, left me blindly to stand, but still not sleeping. My weariness amazes me, I'm branded on my feet, I have no one to meet, and the empty ancient streets too dead for dreaming. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In that jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Take me on a trip upon your magic swirling ship. My senses have been stripped. My hands can't feel to grip. My toes too numb to step. Wait only for my boot heels to be wondering. I'm ready to go anywhere. I'm ready for to fade into my own parade. Cast your dancing spell my way. I promise to go under it. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In that jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Well, you might hear laughing, spinning, swinging madly across the sun. It's not aimed at anyone, it's just escaping on the run. But for the sky there are no fences facing. If you hear vague traces of skipping heels of rhyme to your tambourine in time, it's just a ragged clown behind. I wouldn't pay it any mind. It's the shadow that you're seeing that he's chasing. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In that jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Take me disappearing through the smoke rings of my mind, down the foggy ruins of time, far past the frozen leaves, the haunted frightened trees, out on the windy beach, far from the twisted reach of crazy sorrow. Yes, they dance beneath the diamond sky with one arm waving free, silhouetted by the sea, circled by the circus sands, with all memory and fate driven deep beneath the waves. Let me forget about today until tomorrow. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. I'm not sleepy and there is no place I'm going to. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. In that jingle jangle morning I'll come following you. Whoa, thank you. I tune this guitar so low now that it sounds like elastic bands going away. Now this microphone. Well, I'll cheer you up with a bit of Leonard Cohen. How about that? I've forgotten how to play that, so I better not do that one. I'll do what I do know. How about that? When in doubt, do something that you actually know. A bit of Gordon Lightfoot, another famous folk musician. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie about a ghost from a wishing well, in a castle dark or a fortress strong with chains upon my feet. You know that ghost is me. I will never be set free as long as I'm a ghost that you can't see. If I could read your mind, love, what a tale your thoughts could tell. Just like a paperback novel, the kind the drugstores sell. When we reach the part where the heartaches come, the hero would be me. But heroes often fail. You won't read that book again, 'cause the ending's just too hard to take. I walk away like a movie star who gets burned in a three-way script. Enter number 2, movie queen to play the scene, bringing all the good things out in me. But for now, love, let's be real. Never thought I could act this way, and I've got to say I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong. The feeling's gone and I just can't get it back. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. It's like an old-time movie, but a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark, or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. You know that ghost is me. I will never be set free, as long as I'm a ghost that you can't see. If you could read my mind, love, what a tale my thoughts could tell. Just like an old-time movie, about a ghost from a wishing well. In a castle dark, or a fortress strong, with chains upon my feet. But stories always end, and if you read between the lines, you know that I'm just trying to understand the feelings that you lack. Never thought I could feel this way, and I've got to say I just don't get it. I don't know where we went wrong, but the feeling's gone and I just can't get it back. Golden Life.
Thank you. I like Gordon Cohen. He's really good. Right. Ah, now I know. He's got so many women, it's incredible. Right, big hand. Hang on, you're not going on looking like that.
See, it's not only me. It's not only me.
Big hand for him now, tidy Mike and Helen. Mike, just hang on a second. Chris is going to follow you. Zoomers, could you follow Chris Wallace, Kevin, then Alison, please? Thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Right, sorry, Mike and Helen.
That's
Right, Mike and
perfectly
Helen.
all right. Hi. We've got a couple of American songs. The first one was written in 1910 and is the state song of Kansas, I believe. But you might know it for a different reason. The red man was pressed from his heart when the heavens are bright, I see the light of those flickering stars. Have I laid there amazed and lost as I gaze, if their glory exceeds that of love? Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. This is a little bit different. It's a riverboat song, and I'm sort of, I guess, the Mississippi or whatever. I don't need that. And it's what's it called? Old Time Riverman. Where
were singing that, I was wondering where an old-time banjo player goes when he passes. Nearest skip with the banjo, yeah. Right, so Chris is going to be followed by Kevin, then Alison. So, big hand for Chris Wallace. Follow the Zoomers, please.
Montezuma's. Right. This evening, these songs seem to have a weather-related theme on account of what glorious weather we're having at the moment. Mostly rain and snow. The snows, they melt the soonest when the winds begin to sing. The corn, it ripens fastest when the frost is settling in. And when a woman tells me that my face she'll soon forget, before we part, I'll wage a crown. She's fain to follow it yet. For the snow, they melt the soonest when the winds begin to sing. Swallow flies without a thought as long as it is spring. But when spring goes and winter blows, my love for you'll be vain. For all your pride to follow me across the raging main. For the snow, they melt the soonest when the winds begin to sing. And the bee that flew in summer shone in winter cannot sting. I've seen a woman's anger melt between the night and the morn. So it's surely not a harder thing to melt a woman's scorn. So bid me not farewell, you hear, nor farewell I'll receive. For I'll be with you till my love and kiss and take your leave. I'll wait here till the moorcock calls, the martlet takes the wing. For the snows they melt the soonest when the winds begin to sing. Thank you. And now you can join in on this one. This is not just snow, this has also got rain in it. Well, I married me a wife, gave me trouble all my life, ran me out in the cold rain and snow, rain and snow, rain and snow, ran me out in the cold rain and snow. Oh, she ran me out in the cold rain and snow. Back along yellow hair, cheeks were as red as a rose, as a rose, as a rose. Cheeks were as red as a rose. Oh well, I ain't got no use for your red apple juice. Ain't gonna be treated this way, this way, this way. Ain't gonna be treated this way. Counting every dime I made. I'm so broke, I'm hungry too, hungry too, hungry too. Oh, I'm so broke, I'm hungry too. Well, I married me a wife, gave me trouble all my life, ran me out in the cold rain and snow, rain and snow, rain and snow, ran me out in the cold rain and snow. Oh, ran me out in the cold rain and snow. Thank you.
Now for the foreign section. Kevin, are you ready, Kevin?
Yes, I am. Yes, whenever you are, Ian.
Right. 2 songs, please, Kevin. Big hand for Kevin.
I just say it's very hard to follow an act like Chris's, but anyway, we'll do our best. Just wanted to mention a very big, just mentioning a big funeral we have here in Dublin tomorrow. It's a funeral of Shane MacGowan, the singer-songwriter, who introduced folk into introduced punk into folk. But I always loved his song, which is a big hit here, was and still is Fairy Tale in New York. Anyway, this song I'm going to do for you now is another tale, but this one is much quieter song and no less emotive. It's about the First World War and the time that the German troops crossed into no man's land to sing, to congratulate or to enjoy Christmas with the troops, the British troops. So it takes us down into the trenches, and when they lay down their arms and their bayonets, and they came out and they actually played a football match together. Now, it was a dreadful war, as we all know. The British lost 880,000 troops, and 1/4 of them were Irish. So, lest we forget these heroic service men who gave their young lives, and they gave their today for our tomorrows, we'll always remember them. So, I just do this song, which I only learned last week, but I've always wanted to do it. It's called Christmas in the Trenches by John McCutcheon, American singer-songwriter. My name is Francis Oliver, I come from Liverpool. 2 years ago, this war was waiting for me after school. To Belgium and to Flanders, from Germany to here, I had fought for king and country that I loved dear. It was Christmas in the trenches when the frost so bitter hung. These frozen fields of France were still no Christmas songs were sung. Our families back in England were toasting us that day of their brave and glorious land so far away. I was lying with my messmates on the cold and rocky ground when across a field of battle came a most peculiar sound. Says I, now listen up, me lads, these soldiers strain to hear, as one German voice rang out so clear. He's singing bloody well, you know, my partner said to me. Then one by one each German voice played in harmony. The cannons rested silence and the gas bells rolled no more, as Christmas brought respite from the war. As soon as they were finished and the reverend pause was spent, God rest ye merry gentlemen, strung up some lads from Kent. The next extinguished still or not this silent night, says I, and 2 tongues and 1 song filled up that sky. There's someone coming towards us, the frontline sentry cried. All sides were fixed and 1 lone figure trudging from their side. His true slag like a Christmas tree showed on the plain so bright, as he bravely stepped and strode on into the night. Then one by one on either side walked into no man's land. With guns and with bayonets we met there hand in hand. We shared some secret brandy and we wished each other well, and in a flared soccer game we gave them hell. We traded chocolate, cigarettes and photographs of home. These sons and fathers far away with families of their own. Young Saunders played the street box and they had a violin. This curious and unlikely band of men. Then daylight stole upon us, and France was France once more. With sad farewell, we each prepared to settle back to war. Whose family but to know, but the question haunted every heart that lived on that wondrous night. Whose family have I fixed within my sight? It was Christmas in the trenches when the frost so bitter hung. The frozen fields of France were warmed when songs of peace were sung. For the walls they built between us to exact their work of war were crumbled on that night forevermore. My name is Francis Tulliver from Liverpool, I'm well. Each Christmas come since World War I, I've learned this lesson well. But the ones who call the shots won't be among the dead or lame. And on the each end of the rifle we're the same. Christmas in the Trenches. Thank you very much. Okay, well, this is Zoomer's last time to sing you a real Christmas song, and I hope you'll all be with the people, with your family and friends for Christmas, as we will be with Mary's people up in Pomeroy in County Tyrone. That's where Mary was born. We'll probably have Mass that morning in the church where Mary was baptized, made a Holy Communion, made a confirmation, and married a Dublin bounder and a cad. So, but Mary tells me a little story about when one Christmas she and her little friend, who was from a wealthy family, and this other little girl had got a new pram and a doll. And on Christmas day in the afternoon, she went into the church. Church was quiet by then, with her lovely blonde doll, and she swapped the doll for infant Jesus in the crib. So she came out of the church with Jesus in her pram and walked all up the village with Jesus, causing much consternation in the parish. But anyway, I say I'm not sure what that would have done if the baby had said Mama or Dada, or how it would affect the history of Christianity. But I am sure it was a brilliant declaration for women's rights, not only to rock the cradle but to be in it. So here we go. This just leave you with one thought for Christmas. If the three wise men had been women, it's almost certainly that they would have asked directions. They would have arrived on time. They would have delivered the baby. They would have tidied up the stable, cooked the Christmas dinner, and we would have had peace on earth. So here we go, Christmas. Try to get the right key for a start. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, shepherds quake at the sight, glorious streams from heaven afar, heavenly hosts sing hallelujah.
Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Happy Christmas to everyone from Ireland. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Alison?
Yes, hello.
Hello. I've just been researching. Apparently it's 6 degrees and raining where you are. So it's just like here. And it says here, this largely wild island with whale watching is a wildlife and nature haven and home to black bears and mad cat folk singers.
Yeah, that pretty much describes it, Ian.
Have you ever seen a black bear?
Yeah, they're in my yard all the time, you know.
Oh. Okay, well in that case, big hand for Alison and the Bears!
No, I'm very happy to say they're not, and no cougars either. I'd like to say hello from the Foreign Office, and before I forget, Sue sent me an email, and she's unable to make it tonight as she had a plumbing emergency, but she applied her massive DIY skills to it, and she has solved it. But it was too late for her to get there, so she sent her apologies. When my dad was 75, was a very keen golfer, and we all got together and we designed and built a board game called Par 75. Bernie Dembowski built this incredible board and box, and we put together our skills. My 14-year-old nephew was the resident expert on golf because he had a very brief passing interest in it and nobody else had. And of course I did the song, and my sister, she wrote the quiz questions, and she was a real pain at Trivial Pursuit, kind of person where when she got on art and literature you would think, oh no, put the kettle on. And yeah, I wrote the song. This is not it, but it's an adaptation of it, and it's called Par for the Course. One morning as I was in bed with my golf clubs, avoiding the gardening and dreaming of fame, a vision came to me of birdies and eagles and honour and glory and worldwide acclaim. So I filled up the bath and jumped in with the drivers, the trolley and all of that stuff. And by 9:20 we were all clean and shiny and up to our ears in the rough. Golf in the morning, golf in the evening, and golf for my breakfast and tea. Golf on the telly and golf books at Christmas, but never enough golf for me. Well, by 10:20 it was not a lot better. The divots were flying, the curses were too. I chipped and I sliced till at 11:30 I'd finally made it to hole number 2. Well, there must be an easier way to get famous, I yelled to the world from a tree. Then I blushed and looked round, but the course was deserted, apart from my trolley and me. Golf in the morning, golf in the evening, and golf for my breakfast and tea. Golf on the telly and golf books at Christmas, but never enough golf for me. Well, I knew that my aim was not all that it should be, but clearing the course, well, it hardly seemed fair. All those slices and chips had been making me hungry, so I went to the clubhouse to see who was there. It was packed to the door, but I pushed my way in, and across the din some joker said, our golf clubs were cold and our balls were all freezing. We play it online now instead. Golf in the morning, golf in the evening, and golf for my breakfast and tea. Golf on the telly and golf books at Christmas, but never enough golf for me. Thank you very much. And that's par for the course, of course. For the Anchor Foreign Office, this is, of course, our only chance to sing Christmas songs. So I would like to say that I did love Janet and Tony's song, by the way. That was really great. I mean the one about the man who slits the turkey's throats at Christmas. And if you're wondering, as I was, in fact, what do you think he got up to after he finished his day's work, slitting the turkey's throats at Christmas? Then look no further, because I can tell you by singing this song, which is obviously a sequel to Janet and Tony's song, as I'm sure you'll agree, and it even tells you the name of the guy who slit the turkey's throats at Christmas. But this is what he did in his spare time. Young Jimmy Green was a shy young man. He was as shy as could be. He wanted to marry his sweetheart May, just couldn't think of the right words to say, till one night while holding her near, he whispered these words in her ear. Who's stuffing your turkey this Christmas? Oh, tell me, I'd like to know now. Who's going to give you a Christmas kiss under the mistletoe bough? And who will be getting the presents from under your very own tree? Who's stuffing your turkey this Christmas? Darling, please let it be me. Now if you're a bit on the lonely side, whether a man or a miss, and you take quite a fancy to someone who appears unattached and as lonely as you, go up to the one of your choice and say in a nice quiet voice, who's stuffing your turkey this Christmas? Oh, tell me, I'd like to know now. Who's going to give you a Christmas kiss under the mistletoe bough? And who will be getting the presents from under your very own tree? Who's stuffing your turkey this Christmas? Darling, please let it be me. So, ladies, please listen most carefully, and all you young gentlemen too. When buying a turkey to take away on a Monday or a Tuesday or some other day, It may be that someone quite shy will whisper these words with a sigh. Who's stuffing your turkey this Christmas? Oh, tell me, I'd like to know now. Who's going to give you a Christmas kiss under the mistletoe bough? And who will be getting the presents from under your very own tree? Who's stuffing your turkey this Christmas? Darling, please let it be me. Darling, please let it be me. And I hope that will be helpful if you're doing your Christmas shopping.
Thank you, Alison. I need a favour.
A what?
I need a favour. Have you got a copy of that you could email? Sorry, not that one, the golf song.
The golf song. I have been, it is on my list to do it, so I'll get it done for you one way or another.
Have we got Alison's, could you send it to
Oh,
Chris?
yeah. Yeah, of course.
I'm a member of a golf club and I'd love to sing that at the golf club.
Oh, great.
Thank you, Alison. Right, big hand for Barry, Kevin and Peter.
Me. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I took a stroll on the old long walk, J-I-A-I-A, and I met a little girl and stopped to talk on a fine Sunday, and I asked your friend, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes was blue, and I knew multifaceted.
Multifaceted. I went to the doctor and got pills. I'm all right now. Yeah, we'll have a break. Mari, if you set up during the break, then you can start the second half, okay? Right, break, and then Mari, then the raffle, then whoever's left.
And I found it when I was Hungary with Andy. We'd gone to a conference. Well, he'd gone to a conference. I just like you do. Woo!
Okay, we'll start the second half with Mari. Big hand for Mari.
This is a song what I wrote, and it's I don't call it a Christmas carol for reasons which will become obvious. I call it a seasonal song for people of all religions and none. Now is the season of goodwill, peace be upon you. We'll sing this song from every hill. Come Christian and Jew, Muslim, Hindu, pagan too. Let peace be upon you. You men of war, lay down your arms. Peace be upon you. Go back to your homes and shops and farms. Peace be upon you. Come, Christian and Jew, you can sing this bit. Muslim, Hindu, pagan too. Let peace be upon you. Spend your money on nurses and schools. Peace be upon you. Melt your guns into vessels and tools. Come, Christian and Jew, Muslim, Hindu, pagan too. Let peace be upon you. Let's build a world for our children to live in. Peace be upon you. Let's start the healing and forgiving. Come, Christian and Jew, Muslim, Hindu, pagan too. Let peace be upon you. Let the lamb and the lion fly down. Peace be upon you. Let your fear and hatred die down. Come, Christian and Jew, Muslim, Hindu, pagan too. Let peace be upon you. So hold your hands up to your brother. Peace be upon you. Let each respect the faith of the other. Come, Christian and Jew, Muslim, Hindu, pagan too. Let peace be upon you. Now is the season of goodwill. Peace be upon you. Let's sing this song from every hill. Come, Christian and Jew, Muslim, Hindu, pagan too. Let peace be upon you. I can't do this song very well without Susie, because when she was standing beside me, when I got to the bit where I couldn't remember the words, I'd look at her and say, huh. And she'd say, "Don't ask me, it's your song, you write it." So helpful. Right, another one that you probably know. If you remember it from first time round, I learnt it when Mary Hopkins sang this. Do you remember? Got to go through back a very long way, about nearly 60 years. You read it, can you? Okay, what's it called? That's not right. Sorry, I haven't played this in a long time. Mary and Joseph were walking one day in a garden of cherries. They happened to stray. In a garden of cherries, they happened to stray. Mary said to Joseph, "Oh, Joseph, my love, go and gather me some cherries, for I am with child. Go and gather me some cherries, for I am with child." Joseph, he spoke up, in anger spoke he, "Let the father of your baby gather cherries for thee. Let the father of your baby gather cherries for thee." And Jesus, he spoke up from his mother's womb, saying, "Bow down, cherry tree, bow low to the ground." Saying, "Bow low down, cherry tree, bow low to the ground." Then the cherry tree bowed down, bowed low to the ground, and there he gathered cherries. Watch your go, Mr. Big crucial verse out, aren't I? Then Jesus, he spoke up from his mother's womb, saying, "Bow low down, cherry tree, bow low to the ground." Saying, "Bow low down, cherry tree, bow low to the ground." When the cherry tree bowed down, bowed low to the ground, and Mary gathered cherries, while Joseph stood around. And Mary gathered cherries, while Joseph stood around. Then Joseph, he spoke up, in wonder spoke he, saying, "Tell me, pretty baby, when your birthday shall be." Saying, "Tell me, pretty baby, when your birthday shall be." On the 6th day of January, my birthday shall be, when the elements shall tremble, and the stars shall dance with glee. When the elements shall tremble, and the stars shall dance with glee. Good.
Thank you very much. Right, raffle time. Waitrose were doing a special offer, so I spent 30p per bottle more this week, so... You can't get better than that, can you? Right. Give it a good shake. 9, 7, 1. Hey, red or white? It's gone. It's all right. I trust you. I'll bring it over in a minute.
Does she trust you?
Ah, that's true. Fingers and thumbs, fingers and thumbs. Gosh, I can't get it. folded up well. 9, 6, 3. Right. Just so happens that this might be a little bit early, but there's some sparklers here, not used, but they're not a full pack because it's sort of 2 lots that got put together after a celebration that was recently. So you can celebrate the new year with a sparkler or 2.
That's the deal already, you're spoiling us.
950. Nobody's owning up to it. Andy, right. I'll deliver these out as well. Right. Next time is Christmas Eve. Christmas do for the folk club. There will be a panto, I'm informed. I don't know how long, 3-4 hours it might be. We are asking you to bring some finger food. Don't overdo it because we quite often end up getting rid of what's left. So just bring a little bit enough for a few people to have a little nibble. And yes, it will be a few floor spots in the first half, the panto to finish the first half, start the second, and then the Kimberleys are going to be coming back again to give us a session, so that's the way it's going to work next time, which is the 21st. Right, now it's time to put your sunglasses on, because it's the Banjolele Boys.
Evening all. Evening. How do? How we all do it? I'm going to have this one because it's lower. Hello.
Good evening.
Oh, good evening. How are you?
We are the Banjolele Boys.
Oh.
We are to folk music what HSR2 is to British Rail.
Oh, if only you were funny. That's right, it's been
Right. Now, unfortunately, even though I've got 3 little gigs between now and Christmas, so we spent this much time rehearsing for those, so we had to dig up a couple of old songs. But nevertheless, they're worth listening to. Are you ready?
What are we doing first? We're doing the same thing.
Do the second one first.
Do the second one first.
That makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, yeah.
Oh, it appears we've got the same one.
Standing by the fruit shop on the corner, there I heard a customer complain. This seems to show the fruit that we lost so, that's why your shop is going down the drain. I don't like your peaches, they are full of stones, but
improve our performance, we've actually learnt another chord.
Oh.
So we're going to sing a song now. You've done quite a bit of chorus singing already this evening, so you can join in with this one. And with any luck, we'll put our new chord in.
Oh, get that.
If it's from me, I'm not here.
Do you want us to hold on a minute?
I'm on the phone.
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's do it, yeah.
While I was playing, somebody touched me. While I was playing, somebody touched me. While I was playing, somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me, must have been the hand of the Lord. While I was singing, somebody touched me. While I was singing, somebody touched me. While I was singing, somebody touched me, must have been the hand of the Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. While I was laughing, somebody touched me. While I was laughing, somebody touched me. While I was laughing, somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Glory, glory, glory. Somebody touched me. Must have been the hand of the Lord. It must have been the hand of the Lord.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very kind.
The singing was good, the playing was good, but from where I was sitting, the view was horrible. The TV screen was between these two, so I had 4 of those jackets I was looking at. Too much to bear. Right. Might need 2, I don't know. Right, he's found another woman somewhere. Again.
Oh, I have to beat them off.
Lucky boy. Right, big hand for Mike and Irie.
It's good to be back. So we're going to do a Christmas song by Anne Lister called Midwinter. Not Gentleman Jack, not that one. So did I. In the heart of midwinter, a small child is born. Blood on the snow, the dark of the night, when all the
fabric of this world is torn, a child will come to put things to rights. And all that you know is that you are seeking a hero, a king, or maybe a god. And all that you know is that you are keeping his light and his throne and his sword. In the heart of midwinter, the danger is near. Blood on the snow, the dark of the night. Not much to see, and still less to hear, but all around you, the absence of lights. And all that you know is that you are needed, a champion, a fighter, or maybe a friend. The times that are coming when you have succeeded will shine in the darkness from here to the end. In the heart of midwinter, it seemed time stand still. Blood on the snow, the dark of the night. 12 days of feasting to sweeten the pill, taking a rest from the glittering tide. And all that you know is that you must do this, standing beside him, his own sister's son, and give him the proof in your life and your kiss that you will stand for him, for he is the one. In the heart of midwinter, a small child is born. Blood on the snow, the dark of the night. When all the fabric of this world is torn, a child will come to put things to rights. We've got to have a sort of Scottish one now, haven't we?
Well, if you say so. Yeah.
By Corrine Polwart. Follow the Heron.
What sort of name is that? Corrine Polwart?
I don't know. She must like it, yeah. The back of the winter is broken, and light lingers long by the door, and the seeds of the summer have spoken in gowns that bloom on the shore. By night and day we'll sport and we'll play and delight as the dawn dances over the bay. Sleep blows the breath of the morning away, and we follow the heron home. Yes, we cradled our sorrow and stoked all our fires with fear. Now these bones that lie empty and hollow are ready for gladness and cheer. By night and day we'll sport and we'll play and delight as the dawn dances over the bay. Sleep blows the breath of the morning away, and we follow the heron home.
By night and... Oh, what have I missed one? Oh dear, sorry.
I could have just carried on. So long may you sing of the salmon and the snow-scented sounds of your home, while the north wind delivers its sermon of ice and salt water and stone. By night and day we'll sport and we'll play and delight as the dawn dances over the bay. Sleep blows the breath of the morning away, and we follow the heron home. By night and day we'll sport and we'll play and delight as the dawn dances over the bay. Sleep blows the breath of the morning away, and we follow the heron home. By night and day we'll sport and we'll play and delight as the dawn dances over the bay. Sleep blows the breath of the morning away, and we follow the heron home.
Thank you, guys. Mike said about somebody's strange name. When I worked in Sri Lanka, there was a guy, I think his Christian name had 9 letters and his surname had 13 or 14. Imagine trying to do that on an email all the time. Crazy. Right.
Maybe his name was
Yeah, big hand for Chris Harris. Follow Chris, please.
Right, okay, well, Ian sort of told you briefly what's going to happen next week, in 2 weeks' time, which would be good. In January, we've got an ordinary January. We're going to have 3 club meetings in January, the 1st and the 3rd, and then the 4th, which is going to be Burns Night. And we've got Michael addressing the, where has he gone? There. Addressing the haggis, and we've got Jim McLean coming to entertain us a bit as well. Which would be jolly nice, won't it? Right, in the 1980s or so, Jasper Carrott, you remember, he used to have a show, and sometime there during the one series, Loudon Wainwright used to sing a song. He was living in London, and he wrote a song every week and performed it on Jasper Carrott's show. And this is one that he sang, and it's called You Don't Want to Know. It was colder than a witch's tit, colder than a polar bear's nose, colder than the shoulder of my old frame, colder than heaven knows. Not quite as cold as you think it is when the wind chill factors blow, but Fahrenheit and centigrade fell way below 0. The electric duvet was cranked way up to 10, the gas fire was on full blast. When I get the bills on both of those boards, I don't know how the money will last. I was fully clothed in my entire wardrobe, I still couldn't feel my toes. The flap pipe burst and we had another first, the water in the toilet bowl froze. When the radio ordered me to stay at home, well, I obeyed, though I was miffed. roads were ice, there was a ton of snow. When the wind blows, snow will drift. Brushing and flossing my chattering teeth, in the mirror I saw my breath. Half frozen, watching the TV news, the other half of me was worried to death. We got helicopter rescues, freezing old ladies, and the choo-choo trains won't go. On the M4 there's a 5-mile tailback lorry jackknifing in the snow. But it's summer down under in Australia, what gets under my skin? On TV they show suntan cricketers, they're just rubbing it in. Well, they say it's from Siberia, that old communist Arctic zone. What we got is a Russian plot to bake the world an ice cream cone. Whether we're gonna get a break, the weatherman will not say. I took the dog for a walk, she took a crap, won't smell it till April or May. And the same thing happened here last year, but you don't want to know. In England folks go wearing raincoats and running shoes in the snow. They don't wear no hat or gloves, just don't make no sense. They still think with those silly umbrellas you can conquer all of the elements. It was the coldest day on record, the coldest week in memory, the coldest month and the coldest year and the coldest night in history. Don't ask me how cold it was, you don't want to know. Just Fahrenheit and centigrade fell way below zero. I'm talking Fahrenheit and centigrade fell way below zero. Trevor's impressed. Right, this is a Mike Waterston song about wife beating and husband beating. So, what's not to like, really? Right, am I right if I sit down? Am I on camera still? That one. And it's on the back, so if I stop halfway through to turn over, it's there. Well, now there was a woman who lived on her own. She slaved on her own and skivered on her own. She had 2 little boys and 2 little girls, and she lived all alone with her husband. Well, her husband, he was a hunk of a man, a skunk of a man, and a drunk of a man. He was a hunk of a skunk of a drunk of a man, such a boozing, bruising husband. Well, now he would come home drunk each night. He'd beat her black and he'd beat her white. He would beat her within an inch of a life. Then he slept like a log, did the husband. One night she gathered her tears all round her shame. When she thought of the bruises, she cried with a shame. Oh, you'll not do that ever again. I won't live with a drunken husband. And as her husband lay and snored in bed, a strange old thought came into her head. She went for the needle, went for the thread, and went back to her sleeping husband. And she started to stitch with a girlish grin, with a woman's heart and a seamstress skill. She bipped and tucked with an iron will, all around her sleeping husband. Well, the top sheet, the bottom sheet to the mattress, stitched the blanket too. She stitched and stitched the whole night through. Then she waited the dawn on her husband. When her husband woke with a pain in his head, he found that he could not move in bed. Sweet Christ, I've lost the use of my legs. But the wife just smiled at her husband. For in the hand she held a frying pan, a fluttering heart she gave him a bang. Though he could not move, he cried, God damn. Don't you swear, she cried to her husband. And she's buttered in black and buttered in blue, with a frying pan and the colander too. With her rolling pins as a stroke or two. Such a bleeding, bruising husband. She says, if you ever come home drunk anymore, I'll stitch you up and I'll thrash you more. Then I'll pack my bags, I'll get out the door. I won't live with a drunken husband. Well, now isn't it true what's more can do with a thread and a thought and a stitch or two? He's wiped his slates, he's boozing through. It's goodbye to a drunken husband.
Right. And now the man with the new zipper up the front. Big hand.
Do you need these, your wife says?
No, I've changed them.
Oh, all right.
I did it when you weren't looking.
Whilst Trevor gets himself organised, I've just got time to share a late-breaking news flash with you. Apparently, researchers in India have just reported that Gandhi walked everywhere barefoot, which gave him very hard skin on his feet. He also ate poorly, which affected his strength and gave him terrible bad breath. It seems that Gandhi was, in fact, a super calloused, fragile mystic plagued by halitosis.
Big hand for Brian and Trevor.
And you said this was going to be a tough gig.
I was impressed actually by Chris's song. I just can't compete with him. Anyone remember those 5 words that you dread hearing me say when I get up to sing? What? I love you so much. What was it? What was it, Barry? Here's one that Brian and I wrote a few years ago. Well, we wrote the lyrics. We'd nicked the tune from Herman's Hermits. It's a song that we can only sing once a year. So apologies, we're about 5 weeks too late. Woke up this morning from a real bad dream, and then I realized that it was Halloween. So I started looking around for a neck full of blood.
He started looking for a neck full of blood.
Something tells me I'm gonna gonna find something
Something
good.
tells him he's gonna find some.
I saw a girl sitting on a bench, and I could tell she was a full-blooded wench. So I crept behind her so quiet, like a good vampire should.
He crept behind her like a good vampire should.
It's no secret I like the taste of blood.
It's no secret he likes the taste of.
I only met her a minute ago,
but he soon realized that she was type O. It's the one group that he adores.
This time of year I need more.
Half this time of year he just needs more. Dum dum dum.
So now you all can see I'm not a regular guy, 'cause I need to keep my hemoglobin high. The last thing I need in my heart is a steak made of wood.
The last thing he needs is a steak made of wood.
Something tells me I'm gonna find something good.
Something tells him he's gonna find some.
I only come round once a year,
and it's always at night when there's nobody near. With long incisors and a cape that is black.
I bite you once and then there's no going back.
He bites you once and then there's no going back.
So then I'll disappear into the cold dark night and find another vein in which to make my bite. So be on your guard for a man in a cape and a hood.
Be on your guard for a man in a hood.
It's no secret I'll be after your blood.
Something tells me he'll be after.
It's no secret I'll be after your blood.
Something tells me he'll be
after your blood. I'm after your blood, just your blood. Thank you.
If you come back in a year's time, you'll hear that again, won't you? Our second song, I just need to introduce by saying I was very recently in Edinburgh, and the song we're going to sing contains lots of optimism about good things happening in Edinburgh. It rained the whole time I was up there, so I think the song we're going to sing was over-optimistic. But whilst I was there, I did climb up half the seat. Apparently it's still legal in Scotland to do that sort of thing. Maestro.
My heart was broken. My heart was broken. Sorrow, 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 sorrow. My heart was broken. My heart was broken. You saw it, you claimed it, you touched it, you saved it. My tears are drying. My tears are drying. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My tears are drying. My tears are drying. Your beauty and kindness made tears clear my blindness. While I'm worth my room on this earth, I will be with you. While the chief puts sunshine on Leith, I'll thank him for his work and your birth and my birth. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
my heart was broken. Sorrow, 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 sorrow. My heart was broken. My heart was broken. You saw it, you claimed it, you touched it, you saved it. While I'm worth my room on this earth, I will be with you. While the chief had sunshine on Leith, I'll thank him for his work and your birth and my birth. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Right, that's it. I've had enough. I'm going home. Oh no, all right. JT, can you do one?
Yeah, I can do one.
Right, we'll go through as best we can. One song. So, John, Janet, do you want to do one? No. No. So, one. Right, big hand for John Tanner.
Mess this one up. Last minute decision, as usual. Nice. In the midsummer fairground, alive with the sounds and the lights, the world it's a merry-go-round. The midway was crowded and I was the man who coughed up a quid in the dark caravan. To the gypsy who warned him of danger, beware of the beautiful stranger. You got that for nothing, I said with a sigh, as the Queen's head went up to her critical eye. The lady in question is known to me now, and I like to beware, but the problem is how. Do you think I was born in a manger? I'm in love with the beautiful stranger. The gypsy accordingly, as old soothsayers are, bent low to her globular fragment of star. This woman will utterly screw up your life. She will tempt you from home, from your children and wife. She's a devil and nothing will change her. Stay away from the beautiful stranger. That ball needs a re-gun, I said, shelling out. The future you see there has all come about. Does it show you the girl as she happens to be? A Venus made flesh in a shell full of sea. Can you show me the shape of my danger? Can you show me the beautiful stranger? I don't run a cinema here, little man, but lean over close and tune in if you can. You breathe on the glass, give a rub with your sleeve. Slip me your wallet, sit tight and believe. And the powers that be will arrange a pre-release of the beautiful stranger. In the heart of the glass I saw galaxies born, the eye of the storm and the light of the dawn. And then with a click came a form and a face that stunned me, not only through candour and grace, but because she was really a stranger, a total and beautiful stranger. Hello there, she said with a hand to her brow. I'm the one you'll meet after the one you know now. There's no room inside here to show you us all, but behind me the queue stretches right down the hall. For the damned there is always a stranger, there is always a beautiful stranger. That's your lot, said Miss Lee as she turned on the light. These earrings are hell and I'm through for the night. They'd put up a booster not far from this pitch. I could screen you your life to the very last twitch. But I can't even get the Lone Ranger one last word from the beautiful stranger. You live in a dream, and the dream is a cage, said the girl as the bars nestle closer with age. Your shadow burned white by invisible fire. You will learn how it rankles to die with desire, as you long for the beautiful stranger, the vanishing beautiful stranger. Here's a wallet for you and 5 knicker for me, said the gypsy, and also here's something for free. Watch your step on my fold-away stairs getting down, and go slow on the flyover back into town. There's a slight but considerable danger. Give my love to the beautiful stranger.
Right. Zoomers, 3 of you. Can you do one song each, short ones, short introductions? Please. Thank you. Follow Chris. Big hand for Chris Wallace.
You might want to change the position of the microphone because it's all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, leave it where it is. Leave it, whatever. Right. This song is for those of us who've been suffering from ailments or been poorly recently, which probably covers most of us. Right. Somebody call for the doctor. I think I'm sick. Ain't had no medicine for over a week. My mind's fine, but my body's weak. Go for the doctor and tell him I'm sick. With my head, took all my money, took all my bread. I don't know if I've had my fill. Call for the doctor, tell him I'm ill, tell him I'm ill. Got no place to go. I don't believe I've ever felt so low. You've got time for hanging around. Call for the doctor, tell him I'm down. Tell him I'm down.
JJ. Right. Kevin.
Thank you, Chris. Or Ian. Okay, very short one, Ian.
Yeah, for Kevin.
Yes, thank you. Well, here we go. A very popular song which was recorded by over 500 versions, sung by famous people such as Bing Crosby, Vera Lynn, Rosemary Clooney, Michael Bublé, and now me. So here we go. Very short one. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. White Christmas. Thank you.
Hi, I missed that. Are you waiting for me? I'm not going to introduce it at all. I'm just going to let you figure it out. Come all you bold seafaring folk and listen to my tale of funny things that happen when you're out there in a gale. Blow you winds, we'll hold on tight, don't let go of that rope, and I will show my courage bold, but nothing else I hope. The skipper watched his crew at work as they put out to sea, and Abel's seaman Dawn was not the way he used to be. Blow you winds, we'll hold on tight, don't let go of that rope, and I will show my courage bold, but nothing else I hope. A mighty blast of wind and Dawn was wearing not a lot. Well, many things Dawn surely had, but some things Dawn had not. Blow you winds, we'll hold on tight, don't let go of that rope, and I will show my courage bold, but nothing else I hope. The skipper was a wise old dog, and round the world he'd been, but naked maidens in the rigging made his poor head spin. Blow you winds, we'll hold on tight, don't let go of that rope, and I will show my courage bold, but nothing else I hope. So where's he gone, that dirty Dawn, the lousy, lazy lout? The lass replied, we swapped our jobs, the Navy wore him out. Blow you winds, we'll hold on tight, don't let go of that rope, and I will show my courage bold, but nothing else I hope. He's back at home with 40 cows, 12 children and the cat. He thought it sounded easier, I said, good luck with that. Blow you winds, we'll hold on tight, don't let go of that rope, and I will show my courage bold, but nothing else I hope. The wise old skipper never learned, as onward they did row, that all his crew were women who had left their men at home. Blow, you winds, we'll hold on tight, don't let go of that rope, and I will show my courage bold, but nothing else I hope. That's it.
Thank you, Alison. Heavens was so short, I wasn't even back from the loo. How do you do that? Right. Paul.
Okay.
Paul from Southampton. Big hand for Paul.
Right, as a British audience, the only thing I need to explain to you about this is that the test is the River Test, one of our famous chalk streams down in Southampton here. This is a local song called Sweet Virginia. And Regent's Park is a local suburb, it's not the one in London. He was sitting on a bench outside the General as I parked me bike and took me helmet off. And he called to me to say he used to ride a BSA, but he'd had to pack it in, it made him cough. He said, me lovely wife, she went before me, I keeps her ashes in a little urn. And I've requested both our daughters to scatter us on the waters of the test, so we'll flow together when it comes me turn. It was cigarettes what took her, and they'll do the same for me. Now they always seemed a good thing for the town. Ah, the smell of sweet Virginia drifting over Regent's Park. Now the old tobacco factory's closing down. He said, I reckon if it wasn't for tobacco, Churchill would have never won the war, and Sherlock Holmes would never have been so bleeding clever, and she might not have died so premature. Bizet would have never written Carmen, Ophelia might have picked a different man, and I not sit here warning, because we didn't heed the warning, but I'd still be all alone without a strand. It was cigarettes what took her, and they'll do the same for me. That they always seemed a good thing for the town. Ah, the smell of sweet Virginia drifting over Regent's Park. Now the old tobacco factory's closing down. Now if Raleigh hadn't brought his duty frees back to please his queen and earn her grateful thanks, well, later in the day they would have got here anyway, but at least we could have blamed the bleeding Yanks. She wasn't what you'd call a raving beauty, but we loved each other faithful down the years. I bet she's waiting by the gates with a pack of players' weights, and with any luck she'll have gone to fetch the beers. It was cigarettes what took her, and they'll do the same for me. That they always seemed a good thing for the town. Ah, the smell of sweet Virginia drifting over Regent's Park. Now the old tobacco factory's closing down. Yes, the smell of sweet Virginia drifting over Regent's Park. Now the old tobacco factory's closing down. By Brian Hooper.
Go on now.
No. No further ado.
Do.
No further ado. The Banjo Boys.
Chris, you've unmuted me instead of you.
Chap goes to the doctors, he says, I've got this terrible problem, I've got this song going round and round in my head. And the doctor says, well, what you know, it's one of those earworms, what is it? And the chap said, it's a green, green grass of home. Always said you got Tom Jones-itis. And the bloke said, Tom Jones-itis, is it very common? And the doctor said, no, it's not unusual.
even on a foggy day.
Oh, she ain't got no, yes she has, I know she ain't, oh yes she has. I'm satisfied with my gown. And she don't wear no, yes she does, no she don't, yes she does. I'm satisfied with my gown. She got long blonde hair, big blue eyes, sure to hypnotise the guys. Driving her crazy, so it's said, just one kiss you'll lose your head. Will she let me? No she won't, no she might, no she won't. I'm satisfied with my gown. Oh, she don't wear no, yes she does, no she don't, yes she does. She's satisfied with my gown. Will she let me? No she won't, no she might, no she won't. I'm satisfied with my gown. She got long blonde hair, big blue eyes, strong as jealous about the guys. Driving crazy, so it's said, just one kiss you'll lose your head. Is she pregnant? Yes she is. No she ain't. Yes she is. I'm satisfied with my gown. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, we're going to call it a night there because we've got all the gear to pack up before the man he comes back. Next week, next time, on the 21st, please don't come too early because we need to sort of set everything out. But we're going to try and start sharpish because we're trying to squeeze quite a bit in next week. So can we have a big happy Christmas wish to the Zoomers because we won't see them before Christmas. Happy Christmas, Zoomers! And big hand for all the floor spots. And thank you very much. Please take your bits home and we'll see you 21st. Thank you. Hey.
Thanks, Chris and Guy. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thanks for everything, folks. It was a great year.
We're having a lovely time. She'll come back all tanned and relaxed. Yeah, I know. Cutting down the days. You don't have to worry about shopping.
Carl, have you heard anything from Mary? She's not here tonight. No. Okay. Just wondered. Okay. All right, I'll see you when I see you.
Do we have to bring some?
Christmas. Well, I know the Burns night.
Oh, sorry, Christmas.
Yeah. What we
Christmas
normally
ones.
what we normally do is every the next
one's a Christmas. Yeah.
Normally people just bring a plate of nibbles. Christmas or sausage.
And you eat them yourself or you share them out?
You share them out. We put them on the counter and people come and take a few.
Yeah. Okay. And once a long time ago, I came to one where you had to bring a present and everybody got a present.
We used to do that.
And I've had it ever since trying to get rid of the bloody thing. I've been waiting for another one to bring it back because I don't want it.
Bring it back and I'll do it as a raffle prize.
Okay.
But no, we used to do that, but it took too long.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So now, here, Rodney.
Oh, you've done it already?
Yeah. So now we just do
never do
buy
that
some
quick.
prizes and do a normal raffle.
Okay.
So yeah.
But I bring little fish.
Yeah, just some criticism. Something on the sticks. You know, something that doesn't have to be fancy.
Sauteed squid.
Yeah, not that.
How are you doing, Potter? I thought we got some money, so it must be. I thought maybe you were zipping done. I'm touching you on there. Yes, right along. Stop this. Yeah.
Yeah. The headphones, the camera supply, and the laptop. Want me to close this down? I can see. It's the